successful and powerful does not mean you need to be extremely wealthy. A person may not be born successful and powerful, but it's the obstacles they overcome to achieve it. It's no doubt that overcoming obstacles is the easy thing to do, but it's never impossible, and awards can often be valuable. The obstacles can range from our various ways from brutality, violence, brainwashing, or even drug usage. Ishmael Beah, the author of A Long Way Gone, wrote a non-fictional novel taking the readers on a journey of the war in Sierra Leone, Africa. Beah faced all of these obstacles I stated above, but grew strong enough to overcome it with his writings. On page 199 of the book, Beah states, "I joined the army to avenge the death of my family and to survive, but I've come to learn that if I'm going to take revenge in that process, I will kill another person whose family will want revenge. Then revenge and revenge and a revenge will never come to an end." Furthermore, in life there will always be conflicts until one ends it. Just like in A Long Way Gone, where Ishmael was brainwashed that the rebels were killing his family and capturing them in revenge. Well, Ishmael was killing the rebels and even got drugs to make him a stronger fighter until he started writing. Then Ishmael's writings got noticed as he got picked by the UN to represent Sierra Leone in New York to talk about his experiences. Overall, Beah overcame many obstacles from the war by his writings, leading him to be successful and powerful. In addition to Ishmael becoming successful from just overcoming the war, it was by such a little thing, his writings. People often wonder if the little things can actually make a difference. Malcolm Gladwell, the author of The Tipping Point, proves this theory how even the little things, as overcoming obstacles, can lead to success. A person does not have to be born wealthy or popular to lead something to a tip. For example, a person in business who creates a product or starts an idea may not start off as popular but can find out strategies to lead to a tip or a trend. On page 18 of The Tipping Point, Gladwell states, "Epidemics are a function of the people who transmit infectious agents itself, and the environment in which the infectious agent is operating. And when an epidemic tips is when it's jolted out to equilibrium. It tips because something has happened, some changes has occurred in one, two, or three of those areas. These three agents of change I call the law of the few, the stickiness factor, and the power of context." To sum up, Gladwell states that to lead to a tip, a person needs to overcome the obstacles of making a message spread and finding the right people in the community to promote your product. Overall, these few steps can lead a person's products to a tip, becoming successful and powerful. Yet, being successful is usually identified with wealth, but sometimes that can make a person unhappy and not powerful. The song Rich Girl by Hall & Oates lyrics associate the struggle of a girl only liking the guy for his money. A repetitive lyric in the song states, "You're a rich girl and you've gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway." In this song, the girl only loves the guy for his money. He needs to overcome the obstacle to get the girl to love him for who he is, not about how rich or poor he is, to become powerful and successful. Similarly to girl issues, iconic star Marilyn Monroe used to face many issues. She was not born famous. On biography.com, there's an article that gives the history of Marilyn Monroe's life. She had a tough childhood many people don't realize. The article states, Marilyn Monroe overcame a difficult childhood to become one of the world's biggest and most enduring sex symbols. During her career, Monroe's films grossed more than $200 million. As a child, Monroe came up from a poor family and never got to meet her father. She then overcame that by her acting, which led her to becoming that successful, iconic star. In life, not everyone is going to be as famous as Monroe, but it's the people's stories that make someone successful. Celie, a young African-American girl, takes us on her journey in The Color Purple, which was written by Alice Walker. Celie had a very low self-esteem and would always get beat. She then met her lover Shug Avery, who helps get Celie's husband to stop beating her. She then opened her own pants business with the help of Shug. Walker states on page 254, he says, "I noticed everybody in the family just about wearing pants you made. But you mean you turned it into a business?" "That's right," I say. Overall, Celie getting beaten down in her rough life, and becomes powerful and can finally stand up to people with the help of Shug as she starts to become successful opening her own business. As characters have the courage to overcome obstacles, they gain success and power. In conclusion, it may be challenging for some to be successful and powerful, but it's never impossible. Thank you for watching, everyone!